Who are you guys and what are you guys going to do today?
We're Pitter Patter.
And we're gonna bake a cake.
Also, I'm Seth.
I'm Benji. I'm Dave.
Alright, so whenever you guys are ready, let's get started. And before we begin, I guess I should say, you will be doing this with no instructions whatsoever. Bake a cake now.
Who has the most baking experience? I feel like Dave, you gotta have some, right?
Dave knew what the flour was.
that's a really good start.
This is flour.
Okay.
Is that how this is going?
So, can you tell me what's the best dessert you've ever had? Where did you have it? What was it?
I have had a cookie cake at my birthday every birthday since I was 4 years old. So that's like 20 years running.
My favorite dessert I've ever had is ice cream
I guess.
from a place like near like where I grew up. It was like a farm, I guess, where they made it fresh.
Ice cream?
Ice cream. Back when I could eat ice cream, like
Back when I could eat.
when I could eat it without punishment. Yeah.
I think my favorite dessert is the hot dog that I eat at 1 a.m. at Bottlerocket when I'm drunk as hell.
Can you tell me a little bit about the game plan here? What's the plan?
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the game?
I'm putting flour in a bowl.
How much did you put in already?
1 cup.
You want to do 2 cups?
I'm just gonna go with 2 cups and we'll start from there.
Okay. What do you think? Eggs, flour, sugar?
Yeah, we're gonna need sugar. In some quantity.
How much?
Butter.
Like a tablespoon.
Oh god,
I
I was
mean,
gonna
like,
say like cup. I feel like cake has
I will say, I did you guys a favor.
Okay.
Everything that is on this countertop, aside from the alcohol, it goes in a cake.
Okay.
Yes.
What makes or breaks a cake for you guys? Is it the icing? Is it the actual cake itself?
I think the icing's like the first thing you see, but definitely what's on the inside of the cake is what makes or breaks it.
Eggs or whey?
Yeah, eggs and butter.
I don't know why, like
So
you
we're
take
gonna
a bite of
do
cake
it
and
on
like
butter.
you
How
get
much
icing
butter
on
do
some
you
of
think?
them,
How much butter
it's
does that
mostly
bread?
cake though, like you're getting mostly cake no matter what. I don't know, does that make sense?
No, it's bananas.
Icing makes the cake in my opinion.
Do you have a preference on the type of icing?
Not too much icing is my favorite. I feel like I
Butter.
like the cake more than the icing when it comes to a good cake.
Didn't you just say the icing makes or breaks it?
I said yeah, so if there's like too much icing, I'm not gonna like that cake.
So the quantity, but not
Yeah.
necessarily like the type of
Yes, agreed.
So if it's bad cake though,
Yeah,
opposed to
that's a big deal. Yeah, you gotta have a nice, moist, fluffy cake, you know? I feel like Dave's doing both of the work right now.
All I've done is soften butter.
Softened butter, we have sugar and flour in there.
we need
Did you
salt.
put baking powder in there?
No.
How much of that should go in? We need salt.
Are we cheating by looking at this?
In what world in 2023 can I not Google on my phone
I
cake
wonder-
recipe?
I feel like you want to do like maybe 2 teaspoons. Cause that's like
I
what makes it
think I
rise.
agree.
Okay, 2 teaspoons.
Like we'd rather have it be like a little airy than maybe the.
That makes sense.
Check this
I don't
cake
want
out.
too much of that and have it like taste bad.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of those.
I've been trying to get more into baking. My D&D character right now is a baker. And
add salt?
also, we did not add salt
I
yet.
think that's just like a dash, right? Like
Yeah.
a teaspoon.
And
Just
I
baking
loved
powder, right?
I love like pastries and
Can mix
cakes
the baking
and
powder,
muffins
right?
and all the things that you bake. And I also find baking more fun than cooking. I don't like cooking. So I'm trying to get better at baking, but what makes it easier usually is having a recipe to follow, which we weren't blessed with today, so you know.
Who here would be like the best fit to run a bakery, like tomorrow, if you had to open one?
Probably Dave.
You have the most cooking experience.
Dave's one eating all this.
Yeah.
We'll see how it turns out, and then
Yeah, let's see how this turns out before we start.
It might be
I also feel like Dave is pretty self-sufficient just as a person, and like I feel like if you were like run a bakery tomorrow, I would just like scream and cry probably a whole bunch. Cause that sounds stressful. I think eventually I would love to get like really good at baking and like, it'd be so cool to be like old and like own a bakery or. What other ingredients do you have? M&M's feels like the literal last thing we do. Oh, I guess the icing is the literal last thing you do, right?
Yeah, it seems like after we make it, I think.
I think M&M's too, right?
Oh, do we want to make like an M&M cake?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you put it into the. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
Put it
yeah.
in, yeah.
Did we put vanilla in?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so we're
We're doing pretty good.
killing it right
Yes.
now.
Did we add milk?
I don't know. I don't think we did.
In the fridge.
Okay. Dude, this is poison for me and Benji. That's literal 2%.
Maybe we don't add milk.
Yeah, no milk.
We could do like water.
Executive decision.
I don't know.
Milk for the guests.
I mean,
No,
we're baking it.
We are baking.
Is no milk a crazy decision? Honestly, I like don't think I'm eating this cake if there's 2% milk in it. I feel like that's
If you're not eating the 2%, then I really shouldn't eat it then.
yeah. Well, it's not a it's not a lactose intolerance competition. You know.
I know.
This looks like scrambled eggs.
Yes. That's what we want.
Get a nice look at these scrambled eggs. That we
That's what
got
we're going for, I think.
mushing. You consult the internet for baking substitutes for 2% milk.
I would.
That feels fair.
Water is also acceptable.
Water? Okay, let's put some water in it. In here, in the wet, I guess water's wet.
I think we just throw it in and we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. You sure?
Why not?
I say do it, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. We getting this far.
Oh god, it looks like squirt. I think we put too much butter.
There's a lot of butter.
I think the butter's gonna save it.
Cakes have a
The
lot
butter
of
might
butter.
get to us too.
If you had to predict how you think this cake is going to taste, how
Dog shit.
Wait, so we confirmed Luce the taste tester?
Yes.
Because now I'm thinking, let's make the nastiest cake.
Yeah.
Possibly cake, you know?
At this point.
Where's your ketchup in the fridge? Like, you got...
are you angry with me for not giving you directions?
Angry.
Are you
Angry, never.
Strong word.
That looks
Not
pretty
mad,
good.
just disappointed. Okay? That looks so good.
That looks
Oh
good.
my god, get up in there. Yeah. It just needed the damn touch.
I think I would equate this entire experience so far as to being something magical or mystical.
Magical, mystical.
Much like some new songs that you guys are putting out.
Whoa!
Would you mind telling
Holy
me about
segue!
the new songs that you guys are putting out, all based around mythical creatures?
Yeah! That was awesome. That was awesome. Like, 10 points to Gryffindor. The album that we're putting out, October 13th.
October 13th.
October 13th, yeah, I don't know why I like low-key, no, that's a big, October 13th we have an album coming out, right? And a lot of the subject matter of those songs is like about very real emotions and real things that happen to me and stuff. So we're working on an EP that's gonna come out afterwards, and that is focused on what I viewed as like the opposite, because I wrote about a bunch of like very real emotions and things like that. So I was like, oh, it'd be super fun to write about the imaginary and fantasy and like stuff like that. So yeah, we've performed Dragon and Gnome are the only two that we've performed live so far. But it's gonna be, I think, about 5 songs, all about different mythical creatures, and like metaphors for like other things. But yeah, I'm like really excited about those songs. I think they're really fun.
Dave, are you going to write a song about your struggle to open your bags?
Wow, I don't think you can overdo it with M&Ms.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's gonna be what saves this thing.
Yeah. Throw an M&M to you, will you catch it in your mouth?
I will.
Like,
I will.
are you good at doing this?
I think, yeah.
They're mini M&Ms.
Okay.
The mini
Underhand or
It's a little
overhand?
easier. Underhand.
Underhand, right? I'm gonna try to put some work on it. Oh, I got buttery hands. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about!
I told you I was good at it.
I'll try.
Is this off camera? Here, wait.
That is perfect.
Ready? Dude, let's go! Wanna try? A pitter patter song called like Baking a Cake with My Friends sounds so on brand for us, you know?
Speaking of funny, it didn't work. I'll throw this boy in the oven. Dirty ass oven. Beautiful.
Let's talk about
Already done.
what brings us here in the first place, and that's your album release show at Bottlerocket on October 19th.
October 19th, Pitter Party.
Bitter
Yeah.
party, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the experience of making this album and what really went into it?
I feel like we did this in a way that really gave us a chance to like get ourselves onto this album in a real way. So like instead of trying to do everything where you do some drums and then someone comes back and plays some guitars. We really got everyone into a room together for, what was it, 8 days straight?
Yeah,
Just went through and actually played everything together to give it that feel that we're all in this.
I'll definitely throw out a shout out to Gannon Johnson, who is helping us record this record. Guppy Camp Studios is who is helping produce this Pitter Patter album. She's been awesome with giving feedback and helping us try and capture the energy that we have in our like live shows in a recorded album, which is super cool. I'm really excited because I feel like it's the biggest musical project and creative project I think I've ever tackled. 12 songs is like, that's a lot of songs, you know? And I'm very excited because it feels like a big step in the right direction for the band. You know, I feel like as opposed to looking us up and hearing 4 songs, like you can hear an entire cohesive project of 12 songs together. And I feel like it shows a lot of our personality and flavor, and I don't like the sounds that the oven is making, but it's fine. I'm just super stoked about it. I think it's really coming along, and I'm really excited about it. So we have tried to really push to like have fun when we're performing live, you know, because like as much as it is about the music and about our, you know, like our instruments and like what we're playing and stuff, it's also about being entertaining and about like giving someone a memorable and like fun experience, you know, like doing crowd participation and to like, you know, crack jokes in between songs and like doing stuff like that. I feel like really feeds into like who we are as people and not just as a band and as musicians. We're a versatile bunch of little guys and we do a lot of stuff I think really well, and it's fun to, you know, kind of show off that side of us, that fun, silly side. So yeah.
You mentioned before about the track list involving some deep emotion. I wondered if you could talk a little bit more about what this album means to you.
Yeah, people that I like used to be close with that I'm not so much anymore. Some are about really difficult times just like in my like personal life where I was like dealing with severe anxiety or depression or whatever it was. A good chunk of the songs were written during quarantine and COVID. So it was the trials and tribulations that you know, that it takes a toll on everybody, you know, and I think I wrote with a lot of emotion for a handful of the songs, discussing how I was feeling during that period of my life. But then there's also a lot of aspects of the song that are, or a lot of aspects of the songs that are hopeful and that are, you know, like, well, things are bad now, but like, you know, glass half full, like things are going to get better. Like for instance, our song Spilled Milk, that's like the whole gist of it is about, you know, I'm done crying over spilled milk is like the whole chorus. And that's like, you know, I feel like I spent a good portion of my life crying over spilled milk. So like, it's about moving forward and moving onward. You know, you can only go forward and you can't go backwards. So I think it's a lot about not only like the difficulties that I had and the struggles that I had, but also like the healing and how to fight through it and to like go forward from there. I come to the band a lot of the time with like songs that are like pretty fleshed out, but definitely not like completely done. And it's really cool that I feel like every member of the band brings their own little like flavor and spice to the rest of the song to really wrap it up.
I think also like we all come from such very different like backgrounds, like especially musically. So in that sense, like we all have something different to bring to the table.
Yeah, I think it also helps, like, all of us are here because we believe in Seth's songwriting, so it's like...
That's very true.
Thank you.
That's kind of what's going to bring all this together at the end of the day, is like, Seth brings us these songs, and it's like, yeah, we're going to take it to these places because we want to see how far we can take them.
That's sweet. Like this cake that we're about to eat. Hell yeah.
Beautiful segue.
Am I allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
Fudge, dude.
We think the cake's about done?
Maybe.
The outside looks super done, the inside looks super not.
It's time for the old test.
Good.
Oh!
I think it's good.
Yeah, just jiggly cake.
I'm worried the bottom's completely like...
Oh, we're gonna like come into it, it's just gonna be raw.
Oh dude, that's like not bad!
No.
It looks
No,
pretty
flip
good.
it.
It's a little like crumbly, but that's probably...
Ooh! I'm eating this little piece. There you go for more, so...
think you did.
Dude, that's
Just
cake
based
for
on
sure.
looks alone.
Cake.
Dude. That's like not bad.
It's not
Do
bad.
we have to wait or can we ice it?
How hot is it?
Oh, we could ice this.
Ice it.
Ice it.
Ice it up. Slop them up, boys. Come with Benji.
I feel like.
What are you doing?
Are we doing the
What
bag?
are we? I was just gonna.
Just go for it. No.
I trust you with my
Yeah.
life, Benji.
Slap icing on this thing.
If like worst comes to worst, yeah, we'll just fill the whole thing.
Benji,
Yeah.
are you gonna spread it?
I'm trying to do a design. Wasn't that the plan?
Yeah, no, I agree.
That is your cake.
It's like really soft on the top, so.
Okay,
And then just do a design
cut
on
it
it.
out.
Okay. Is that what you were saying
What about
originally?
the M&Ms?
No, it was just.
Sprinkle.
Oh.
That's what I didn't want.
Like a snail shell.
Well, we found the raw part.
We found the raw part.
Well, it's fine.
Should we
You
cut
like
out
this?
the inside?
Oh, I think you guys baked about 75% of a good cake.
That's probably honestly the good part.
This is the good part.
All right.
It's very mushy.
Not bad.
That is cake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chocolate in there.
This is beautiful.
What would you say the best part about this was?
The cake.
The friends we made along the way.
Mm.
I would say,
The anticipation.
ooh, that's a good answer.
The camaraderie.
Yeah. The part where you try it right now.
Is it time?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the
No.
is this the finished product?
This
I
is
kind
the
of want Nina, Val, and Brian to do the exact same thing and to see.
I kind of
You
do
want to
too.
feed me?
I would love to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What part is most appetizing to you?
I'm thinking somewhere not in the middle
With
where it's
M&Ms?
not good. That's pretty fucking good.
Is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I looked a little forced at first, but then you're like,
No, that's
okay,
pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's moist, partially to it being kind of undercooked.
Dude, it's like not bad.
No,
it's
it's
not bad at all.